When we had last left Team Bald, they were inside of Sharess's Caress at Worm's Crossing, and it was there that they were greeted with an amazing reward where they could bang the twin drow, but kind of decided not to. But nonetheless, they did have words with nearly everybody on the lower level, and some people on the upper level. Notably, someone who was a nymph and their current client, who seemingly was a human, but in truth was a terrifying, but beautiful mind flayer, apparently. Now it was time to answer the invitation from none other than Raphael. This is Baldur's Gate 3. Welcome back. Let's unhide that, and before we do answer the invitation,
if
we
not
do
over, then through.
Have some reading to do over here now. I can add these to wares as well. Here we are. Gonna quick save just for posterity's sake, just in case. Fion's journal. Okay. No extra flavor text. He's getting worse. The whispers, the night terrors, the blood. I know he's hiding something, and the others in the flophouse know it too. I've seen how they look at him, how they look at me. They're scared of him, and I can't blame them. I am too. Yeah, man, this is really clever, like the way in which it subverts your expectations with this, right? Because you think it's going to play out like every single time you have a story about this, and that it's referring to one of Fion's clients, but it is extremely not, right? Like, it's vague enough to where, like, they're very clearly deliberately playing into the player's expectations and like are preparing to, like I said, subvert them. Rows of books. Wizards of Note. Loroacan Editor's Edition. Read. This book appears to be a bespoke edition, not mass-printed like others in the series. A note is affixed to the front page. Dear Sir, though I appreciate your attempt to contribute to our popular series, I'm afraid we are not accepting reader submissions at this time. Furthermore, I would recommend our fact-checker, Hope Candor, for your personal employ should you wish to attempt to publish this volume under a different name elsewhere. Kind regards, Embra Coil. Wow, who is Loroacan? Maybe we'll meet them? Or are they like are they actually like a wizard of note, but they're of note within like Greater Forgotten Realms lore for being not of note? Okay, I will send it to camp. I should probably take this thing too. Alright. Dog collar, of course. Of course this is here. Smells a bit rusty, but looks stylish nonetheless. Alright. Oh, you can actually equip it.
Wish I had a
Hang
bag
on.
of holding.
What slot does it go into? Oh, it's a amulet. Huh. Okay. Can you actually see it? I'm assuming not. Yeah. Okay. That's wild. Okay. Add to wares. Good. Got some wine.
Into the astral plane.
Anything weird gonna happen if we use the bed? No.
You're out of luck.
Let's listen here.
I will pay any toll, serve any foul whim. Name the price.
Is there anything duller than a loyal dog? I much prefer a cat.
The meow was so unnecessary, but so welcome. Okay. The one that got a Thay. You don't think this could be about? A text written on the back of this smut advertises it. A slow-paced enemies to lovers tale featuring a bitter archwizard of Thay and his nemesis, a pure-hearted, muscled berserker. Wow. This could have been my a story of my Baldur's Gate 2 playthrough if I could have romanced Edwin. Alright? Holy shit. Okay. Let's see. Let's pick up and add to wares. Or no, I'll send to camp. Any other books here? You know what? I'll take these. What am I doing not taking them? What if I need them for some reason? Okay, good. Skeleton here, may as well check you. Oh, there's a bone. Okay. Good. Alright, I think we've got everything that we would want. Yeah. Alright. Let's quick save after we've done all that looting and reading.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing.
Devil's Den.
Devil's Den.
That's what I said. Okay. Knock, knock.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry.
Oh.
Everyone is sure.
Oh, is that Kithric Vault? Yeah! Whoa. Oh, wow. You like the organs and everything?
You must want for something. Need something.
Everyone does. But what I need, you do not have. And never will.
You underestimate the Forgotten Prince's closest sword, devil.
Okay. Hey, Kithric Voss.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it. And you never will.
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
What do we have?
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
What the hell happened to you, Kithric?
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
Did we teleport again?
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Oh, did you click away my tadpole? Did you just cure me of the tadpole? With a click of your fingers. I feel empty. What did you do? Another party trick. Show me something real. Let's say it's another party trick. Let's try and assume that, right, perhaps incorrectly, that this is a trick. Another party trick. Show me something real.
That was no party trick. Somebody's missing. Can't you tell? That illithid you keep in your pocket can't hear us anymore.
Huh. What's the catch?
Interesting. So you don't want the Emperor to hear this. So what we have that interests you is either the Emperor or Orpheus or the remains of whatever giant head it is that is being used to, like, keep Orpheus and is somehow, like, filtering Orpheus's power to where we can, like, have it refined and used to, like, block the Absolute's influence, I assume. I trust the Illithid more than I trust you. Do I? That's a good point. Do I trust the Emperor more than I trust Raphael? I think so, because I don't trust either of them, but I guess it's more accurate to say I distrust Raphael more than I distrust the Emperor, because at least with the Emperor, we know kind of what they want, right? We have way more pieces to the puzzle there than with Raphael, whose involvement we can only gesture at wildly, right? We can only guess. Then speak freely. Tell me why you brought me here. Clever. But when we first met, you promised me a cure. This isn't a cure. Clever, but when we first met, you promised me a cure. This isn't a cure.
I'd ask you to be patient, but you've been patient enough. Now is the time to speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far.
Yeah,
but
me
no
neither.
matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though.
The Astral Prism. The Emperor? Orpheus? The Prism.
In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prism that you need, not the Illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free.
But at what cost? Huh. Oh, this is another clever way of, like, upping the ante, right? Of, like, altering the deal, of changing the stakes, as it were. Because that was the main drawback, that was the main catch there, right? Oh, if only we had a way to where we could help this person who we need, like, imprisoned. If only we could free them, because although they may want us dead, they would probably be a net positive for, well, not the world, but the planes of existence. Right, the various planes of existence. Go on. Orpheus's guards tried to kill me. He's dangerous. Why would I want to free him? Orpheus's guards tried to kill me. He's dangerous. I want to hear if he has an answer to get Orpheus to not want to kill me when he's out.
To Illithids, yes. He would gladly execute the Emperor. But to you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain.
All the evidence I've seen suggests Orpheus is my enemy, and the Emperor my ally. The Emperor is the only reason I'm still alive. Fine, how do I free him? Yeah, but the Emperor is the only reason I'm still alive. My hands are tied.
No. Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor is abusing the Gith for its own ends. And it's doing the same to you. You're nothing more than the beast of burden that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
That's fascinating that the narrator interceded there. Huh. Okay. So clearly, right, we're in a power play. That's why there are so many parties interested in all of this. There must be a way to wrest power from the absolute, from the trifecta, the tribunal, as it were, from Ketheric, from Gortash, from Orin, and then supplant yourself as the one in control of the absolute, the one in control of the elder brain, and then continue shaping everything as you see fit, right? Thus, all of these parties have an interest here, right? They're interested in the power play. They're interested in us because we have a means to supplant the elder, to supplant the absolute, or the tribunal controlling the absolute, and to wrest control of the absolute, right? Which I think was alluded to us by, I forgot by who, right? Someone mentioned to us that we could theoretically do this. Maybe it was the Emperor, right? But this goes to show, like, the Emperor probably has another vested interest in this. Freedom, sure, but why not have more if you can have it? Raphael probably has a similar interest, right? To what end? I'm not sure. Maybe this is just the way that devils operate, right? Who else? Do we know of... Are there any other powerful players here? I don't know. Aside from the three of them. Yeah, if anything, the Elder Brain, the Absolute, is kind of a MacGuffin. One that we don't have, but we sort of have the keys to it. Right? Okay. It's worth taking the risk. How do I free Orpheus? I'm convinced. Tell me how to free Orpheus. We're done here. I'm leaving. I mean, if we have to kill him, what's the worst that could happen? Right? I mean, if we don't do this, isn't he just liable to be subjugated till the end of his days? So why not? We at least have some leeway here, right? Okay. I'm convinced. Tell me how to free Orpheus.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now.
Well, perfect. Give it to me. Sounds too good to be true. It's very convenient that you have exactly what I need. Yeah, where did you even get this? Is it like an infernal artifact? Orphic Hammer. It sounds like it could be. It's very convenient that you have exactly what I need. What kind of devil is Raphael? Like, he's definitely not the highest ranking in his Ring of Hell. Right? I don't think so. Because I don't remember in that one book reading about a Raphael. Do I? I don't think so. But this clearly goes back to, like, the Blood War. Or whatever, right? Or Brood War? No, the Blood War. Brood War is StarCraft. Right? Alright. It's very convenient that you have exactly what I need.
Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
What are you hoping to get out of all of this? I suppose you want my soul in exchange for the hammer? I doubt it. Probably not. There's no way that's worth it. Right? Like, as much as it is to me, what's one soul? Just tell me what you want. I'm not bargaining with you, Raphael. What are you hoping to get out of all this?
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain.
Okay. I'm tempted, but tell me why you're so eager to get hold of the crown. What exactly is the crown? It'd be insane to give such a powerful artifact to a devil. No. What exactly is the crown?
Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
That's very interesting that Karlach, for as much as she dislikes Zariel, really doesn't even want any devil, in particular Raphael, to have that much power. The idea of you ruling all 9 hells doesn't fill me with joy. I think you'd make a fantastic Archdevil Supreme. What makes you think you'd succeed in using the crown where Carsus couldn't? Why didn't you take the crown there and then? I'll take the crown and use its power myself. Why didn't you take the crown then and there? Or there and then?
The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play.
Man, who does Raphael's voice? Holy shit. Huh. He's fucking killing it out here. Raphael's voice actor might be my favorite performance in the whole game, which is saying a lot because there are quite a few standout performances, right? But I guess it's in tandem. It's not just the talent of the actor, but also the way in which the character was written that, allows you the room as a performer to sort of flow with this type of character. Because, of course, you know, even if you're a very talented voice actor or whatever, or a very talented actor of any kind or whatever, you know, depending on the role you have, you may not be able to deliver, like, lines in such a way or similar lines, right? And be able to put as much, like, oomph behind them, because it just may not be in character for your character to say it that way, you know? It must really annoy you that some mortals managed to steal the crown when you couldn't. How did they come to have the crown? What makes you so sure I'll get the crown? Let's review this. We're getting a lot of information here. And then these chosen who have caused you so much trouble accidentally did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. How did they come to have the crown? Yeah, even if we make a deal here or don't, I would like, maybe we can get more information, right? How did they come to have the crown?
Through the aid of a diabolist, somebody capable of opening a portal to the hells, deep in the hells. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault.
Which is
impressive, I must admit.
Yeah, at the very
but
center, isn't
they'll
it?
be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable.
He's fucking killing it.
When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Man, what I'm very curious about here, this was a lot from the narrator. Was there a version of the game where all these narrator lines didn't exist? And like maybe players were wandering up to this moment and not realizing the gravity of the situation? Because look, compared to Raphael, the narrator is has almost as many lines. I have to wonder if like there was a significant portion of players who reached this point and didn't fully understand the gravity of the situation, that like if you make a deal here, you're like bound to the deal, right? You can't just betray the deal, you know? I agreed to the deal. Where do I sign? I'd rather destroy the crown than risk it falling into the wrong hands again. I'll control the crown myself once I have the nether stones. No deal, Raphael. I'm leaving. Yeah. I didn't even... Is it even possible to destroy it? Because true enough, probably no one should have that power. Right? That's too wild. You know, even if we could find someone that you could trust enough to do it, to control that amount of power responsibly, what happens when they're gone? You know? Whether they, like, are even able to die of, like, aging once you have that kind of power, or someone else comes along with a clever enough plot to supplant them, you know? What if the person who comes up is very fucked up, right? Has very bad, ill intentions. Yeah. I'd rather destroy the crown than risk it falling into the wrong hands again.
How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world.
Well, listen, Raphael. I happen to know that there ain't going to be no DLC for this game. And that if there's going to be a Baldur's Gate 4, Larian ain't going to be making it. So, I don't know. I feel like there's a decent chance I may not live at the end. I may be dead at the end of this, you know? I don't know what the end's going to be like, but I feel like there must be at least one ending where I ain't making out this alive. All right. I agree to the deal. Where do I sign? I'll control the crown myself once I have the nether stones. No deal, Raphael. I'm leaving. I do, of course. It's absolutely critical. And frankly, I'm surprised that the narrator didn't bring it up as a means of, like, informing players who maybe it slipped their mind or whatever. Because, true enough, as soon as we opened that door, there was a flood of information, right? There was a flood of brand spanking new information with incredible amounts of implication behind all of it. Who else was in this room? Kithric Voss. Right? If someone snuck in to the deepest, most central levels of the Nine Hells, if the Dead Three, or not the Dead Three, but they're the envoys, right? The Chosen, the Tribunal of the Chosen, or whatever you would call them, managed to somehow get the Orphic Hammer, shouldn't I be able to get it too? Right? I mean, after all, we may be able to get the help of Kithric Voss, right? And by virtue of involving Kithric Voss, Voss may vouch for us, right? If we free Orpheus and we have Kithric Voss alive, who better to vouch for us, right? And Kithric Voss could help us get to what was Raphael's place called? The God, I don't even know. What halls of something. What did he call it? He's like fucking domain. Huh. Let's see. Karsus was responsible. What are you hoping to get all this? House of Hope. Okay. Yeah. Surely we could perhaps either we do it directly or Kithric Voss goes and does it. Surely we could rob Raphael of it, right? Is that within the realm of possibility or no? Just as well, we know other, like, hellish beings, right? We know Kithric Voss, who could potentially get us in, and we know, what's her name, Mizora, right? Does Mizora get along with Raphael? I don't think so, right? They're always, right, at every turn we've heard how folks in the Nine Hells, they're always at each other's throats, right? Maybe we got exactly what we need out of this. Information. Right? I agreed to the deal. Where do I sign? I'll control the crown myself once I have the nether stones. No deal, Raphael. I'm leaving. No deal.
I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long.
Oh, will you always be here?
If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
Okay. Oh, the door's shut and everything. Can I go back in? I don't think so. Oh no, wait, I could through this end. Yeah, you could totally get in. If I immediately go back in, is it going to be like, oh, you've reconsidered? Let me quick save. Because I just want to go in just to poke around. Okay. There's a whole bunch of shit here. Bottles of wine. Oh.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts.
It was Raphael. I know, I was worried. I'm just glad to have you back. It was nice to have a moment of peace and quiet. It was nice to have a moment of peace and quiet.
I can understand that. There's reprieve in solitude. But it's concerning that something could intervene like that, especially when we are so close to the Elder Brain. Do you have any idea what it was?
It was Raphael. Deception. It was the Elder Brain. It was trying to take hold of me. Performance. Pretend to be clueless. Can the Emperor read my thoughts? Like, how well can the Emperor, like, sift through the catalog that is my mind, my memory? I guess what I'm wondering is this a test? I'm going to pretend to be clueless because you know what? Regardless of whether or not it is a test, that feels incredibly in character. Alright, performance. Pretend to be clueless. God, look at all those bonuses. Holy shit. And yet I nearly didn't make it.
You didn't feel it? Then perhaps my protection. But I was sure. Never mind. We must press on. I will bolster your mental defenses and make sure this doesn't happen again.
Okay. Invasion plans for Baldur's Gate. Whose? The Absolute? A map of Baldur's Gate depicting Upper City, Lower City, and Outer City as far as Worm's Crossing, as well as Grey Harbor and the near course of the Chianthar. Mahogany wardrobe. Lionheart green-pink outfit. Splendid teal outfit. Embroidered hat. This outfit makes the wearer feel like a bouquet of puya flowers, except with legs, in great style. Embroidered hat, silvery wings spread over the stiff, unyielding leather. Lionheart green-pink outfit, robust, sleek, and flattering. This ensemble presents a very fetching figure for the wearer. Let's send it to camp. They're all free for the taking, I think. How much are these silver glasses worth? Quite a bit. I'm taking them. Some dessert wine. Good. Black flare leather outfit. Blue flare leather outfit. Let's see, what kind of art do you have in here? Okay. Looks like grapes and like wine jugs. Supplication scrapbook. Read it. This is a scrapbook containing supplications, notes, and letters from mortals to Raphael begging for boons, help, and assistance. Margin notes call out the devil's favorites, as in this example. Says she wants her siblings out of the way, so she can take full control of the family business, only so their late mother will be properly honored by its efficiency and profitability. How utterly disingenuous. One has to admire it. There's no profit for me in taking her gnarly little soul, Helping her would be sheer indulgence. But if I'm not indulging myself, why bother with any of this? Okay. I'll take it. Good. Can I examine Raphael's bed? I can, but there's no unique text. Cabinet. Baldur scrape. Taking that. Okay. More leathery garb. Gulthmerin Reserve. Okay. Isbank. Or Ithbank. Devil Don't Rhyme. A verse epic. Let's read it. This is a heroic fantasy in verse form, told in the first person by a bold poet who challenges a devil, clearly modeled on Raphael, to an improvised poetry contest to win back the soul of his lover. The following couplet has been circled in red ink. If the line doesn't scan, the devil sneers, you forfeit your soul and end in tears. Ha! I'll keep my time and make my rhyme. With vim and snap and no, down came the claw. Crap. Okay. I'll take it. Mahogany wardrobe. Send to camp. Okay, I'm gonna take all these. And the cake stand. Just a regular spoon. Oh no, wait, a heavy spoon inlaid with gold accents. Right, yeah, everything is red and gold here. Okay. Adding to wares. Rosewood desk. White pawn orders. White bishop orders. White knight orders. Let's read the pawn. White pawn, you are to find a high-profile, unsolved crime and confess to it, turning yourself in to Porter after arranging at Baldur's mouth for coverage. You know which reporter to use. Your position in the FF barracks should make it easy to identify a crime that, when resolved, will add greatly to Porter's renown. That will cancel your debt. Don't worry about the why. It's a pawn's place to be sacrificed so other pieces can win the game. R. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Can I examine this? Plain and unadorned. Can I take it? I can. White Bishop orders? White Bishop, prepare yourself for a major speech in your temple extolling Flame Porter for her successes protecting the city and fighting crime. She is clearly a favorite of both mortals and immortals, and you can hint that fate and destiny may conspire to place her in command of Baldur's Gate. Your sermon will be printed in full in Baldur's mouth, so remember that you are speaking not just to Helm's devotees, but to every citizen of the Gate. Orate, elevate, and inspire. That will cancel your debt, and I don't doubt you will end up as a key player in the new regime. Ready yourself, Raphael. Okay. And White Knight. White Knight, your task is finally at hand. As commander of the Sea Tower, you're close to all the sub-commanders of the Flaming Fist. Sound them out to their willingness to support the possibility of Flame Porter's promotion to Marshal, and perhaps even beyond. Encourage those who are lukewarm to be prepared to rank themselves behind Porter when events elevate her in power and prominence. However, for those who would oppose her, don't push them. Just make a note of their names and positions, and they will be dealt with by other means. That will cancel your debt, and doubtless line you up for greater responsibilities as well. Prepare yourself, Raphael. Okay. Anything else here? Don't think so. Well, there's all this other silverware. Could do with taking it, at the very least. It is quite valuable. Oh, another desk here. And it's just a regular quill. Silver chalice, is this valuable? It is. Though made from precious metals, small veins of rust are starting to corrode the base of this chalice. Okay. Picking up and adding to wares. Okay. And then let's move some of these onto Karlach, I think. There we go. And all these books and stuff can move over to camp. Great. Okay. Bottles of wine. Another cake stand, I'll take that. Silver chalice, more booze. Okay. There we are. Let's look out the back here. We do have a key. Or no, we don't. Do we? No, we do not. Can I lockpick it? I can.
What's past this?
Oh, you know what? We should probably go fetch Lae'zel before we go down to chat with Kithrak. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Let's go to camp. Who should we swap out? I guess Astarion? Okay. Over here.
I'm listening.
Oh. Raphael's offer was quite extraordinary. This Orphic hammer could be a way to release Orpheus from his prison. The Emperor's astral touch tadpole promises exceptional power. Raphael's offer was quite extraordinary.
The tadpole reveals your mind to Lae'zel. She knows you refused to bargain with Raphael.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why?
Because we don't need the deal. We can take the hammer from the House of Hope. Ooh, yeah, I like that. I don't trust the devil. The Orphic hammer is probably worthless. I'm not about to let Raphael become Archdevil Supreme. I'm questioning it myself. It's not too late to change my mind, is it? Because we don't need the deal. We can take the hammer.
I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path. I'm annoyed by it. And I admire you for it. We must speak with Voss. Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope. We'll take the Orphic hammer and use it to smash the true heir's bonds. Yisk Githkar Tafki Crashet. The Githyanki will be free.
Wow, okay. Let's see. Yeah, let's get you in the party. I'd like you to join me.
Make space, and my might is yours.
Okay. Who should we have you replace? Probably Astarion, right? Yeah.
Good. Our victory is most certain.
I think I still need to, I gotta level you up.
Action, not reaction.
Well, let's see. Whew, you still got quite a few number of levels to go. Okay. Let's see here. You are a battle master, yeah. Okay. What's that one that gets you? Yeah, this, isn't it? Great Weapon Master. When you land a crit hit or kill a target with a melee weapon attack, you can make another melee weapon attack as a bonus action that turn. Attacks with melee weapons you're proficient with and are wielding in both hands can deal an additional 10 damage at the cost of a -5 attack roll penalty. See, I feel like we ought to get that. Isn't there another one down here? Is it Weapon Master? No. How do you already have 20 strength, though? Huh. Okay. Yeah, so like ability improvement will do nothing here. How do you already have 20 strength? How is this? See, I wish here you could see the character's full inventory. What is giving you so much strength? Whoa. Your intelligence has been reduced by 2 by the Zaithisk. Wisdom and con. The Githyanki device failed to harm your illithid parasite. Perhaps consuming more would mend your broken mind. Wow, okay. Huh. I never noticed that she was suffering some kind of wild debilitation like that this whole fucking time. Okay. Oh, here we go, yeah. Savage Attacker. Roll the damage dice twice. Yeah, I think we should still go for Great Weapon Master. Yeah. Class feature, Indomitable. You become as durable as an iron golem. Whenever you fail a save throw, you can roll again, using the new result instead. What are all the fighter perks and shit? Size of your superiority die increases to 1d10. Commanding strike. Distracting, evasive footwork. Feinting, rally. Goading. Attack with advantage. Huh. Okay. Spend a superiority die to make an attack that deals an additional 1d10. On hit, select which friendly creature will gain half its movement speed. It will not provoke attacks of opportunity. I guess we'll get that. Okay. Pushing attack could be situationally useful too. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Weakened constitution. How do you have so much extra strength, though? Where is it coming from? Yeah, where is Lae'zel's extra strength coming from? How do you have 20 and not 18? Plus 4 from class? Huh. Is it true? You have 4 from your class? What? Yeah, how? How do you have 4 from your class? Do I have that?
No, never mind.
No, I have 2 from class. What about someone else who is
Do what
like
must be done.
a single? Oh yeah, 4 from class. Oh, weird. Okay. So at this point, is it always like that?
Let's get going.
Okay. Good to know. So what is the threshold? I guess that's a big boon to like going hard in. Maybe it's 10. Maybe level 10 is when you get it.
Eager for battle.
It's a nice round number. Okay. So could you go up to like 22 or something? I wonder how it functions. Yeah. Yeah, like okay. So imagine like Karlak. Yeah, has +5 strength from class. Wow, okay. Does it cap out at 20 then? Yeah, how does the ability bonus work? Where can I even see that information? I have no idea. Good to know either way.
Not reaction.
Okay. Well. Let's see. We can sort through that stuff later. Let's at least go talk with Kithrak Voss. Or let's also talk with everyone else and see what they all have to say about this.
Raphael thought he could outsmart us, but there are other ways to get the Orphic Hammer. Guaranteed. We know he keeps it in the House of Hope. If we can find a Diabolist, they could help us make our way in.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, if anything, he just set it up in a place where it's easier to steal. That said, what if Raphael's playing like fucking 4D chess, man? You know? What if that's part of the plan? What if that's his backup plan? Is that either way he's gotten himself into a win-win situation. Either we agree to do it willingly, or we think we're getting away, we're pulling off a fast one, and he gets it anyhow. Alright, Shadowheart.
So, no deal with Raphael. I wouldn't want to give him the satisfaction anyway.
Okay. I want to talk about all that's happened to us.
Fine. What's on your mind?
How am I holding up?
How are you holding up?
Okay,
Don't
same.
be so modest. I can't remember the last
All right,
time
good
I
talk.
met...
All right, Gale, what do you think?
You made a good decision refusing that devil's contract. We'll speak more on this later, but suffice it to say for now, that crown is vital to our purpose here.
Wait, you have more to say? What do you mean? Okay. Maybe we could even use the crown to help Gale, right? Like, I don't know how, but but you know, we're coming into a contact with a lot of artifacts that are connected to his little problem. Halson?
There is no deal with the devil that I would willingly partake in. Declining Raphael showed great wisdom.
Okay, how am I holding up?
I've been unfair to you. I've had...
Okay, I
but
think we've heard this.
honestly,
Yeah.
you've surpassed even those.
All right, good talk. Do you two have something to say?
Keeping very well, I hope?
Okay. Aelin?
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
Okay. Let's see. Let's chat over here. Was there anyone down this section? No. Astarion.
Useful as the hammer would have been, I'm relieved we're not in the devil's debt. Once his kind has you under their thumb, they won't ever let you go.
This is quite the change of heart for you. Right? Wasn't Astarion quite willing to hear out Raphael from the get-go? All right, and Jaheira.
The great devil grows sloppy. He makes his offer, but only after telling us where to find what we seek. The Orphic Hammer. I suppose we will have to see if this House of Hope is open to visitors.
Yeah, okay. You know what? Especially now that Jaheira has said it in that very specific way, now I really think that maybe he's fucking with us, right? That maybe this is all part of the plan. That he, like I said, he has entered into a sort of win-win situation. That our refusal is irrelevant, because ultimately our acceptance makes it easier. But he was already planning for us to refuse. Alright. Karlach?
Raphael must be raging we didn't take his deal. Luckily, his desperation made him careless. Did you hear what he said? The hammer's in his House of Hope. If we wanted, we could steal it right out from under his nose. Granted, it wouldn't be easy. Devils guard their treasure by especially lethal means.
What do you suggest? Do we even need the hammer? I don't like facing Raphael here in the city. I'm sure as hell not heading into his lair. What do you suggest?
We would need to find a diabolist. One worth their salt should be able to get us into that devil's lair. One last trip to Avernus. At least it'd be for a good reason, right?
Man, so we really are doing it, right? It's like we're set up to the point where if we don't do it, that's the twist, right? Holy shit. Okay. Well, I think we will call it here for now. Maybe in between videos, I'll respec and fine-tune Lae'zel a little bit more. I'm not sure, right? Man, we are really running into the time-honored tradition of, follower companion systems where the character writing is just off the chain, and you can't help but be like, wow, I sure wish I could just have everybody with me, right? Like, I get how overpowered that would make us in most combat encounters, but holy shit, I want to hear what everybody has to say, right? Like, even in situations where characters don't seem to be particularly relevant, sometimes I just chime in anyway, and I fucking love it. I fucking eat that shit up. All right. When next we return, we have a meeting with Kithrak Voss, right? And thankfully we'll have Lae'zel with us to chat as well. Until next time, please take care of each other.